Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, February 28th, 2026. I just want to go over my portfolio value. I did look at my last portfolio value video just to see if there's anything noteworthy that happened between last week and this week. I will say what happened is NVDA had a significant drop for me, somewhere between around six, somewhere between like 6.5% and 7%. So that's, it hurts a little, but at the moment I'm still long term on NVIDIA. So I'm under the belief that this will go up eventually. Plus, overall, I'm still very positive in NVIDIA. Even with that drop, I'm still in the green 58%. So a little bit of a drop right here that's potentially temporary. It's really not that bad. Compared to last week, RSG, so Republic Services, they saw gains, as well as CMS, CVX, Procter and Gamble, and Pepsi. They all saw some gains over last week, and overall, as you can see, for the month of February, they were up. Year to date, they're up. So that's awesome to see. Amazon, they really didn't see much of a change over last week. So yeah, overall, they're still down. And then over my overall portfolio down value, it is down a little bit over last week, but as you can see, over the month of February, we're still up. My Roth IRA monthly value is up, but well, they're all up over the month, but compared to last week, my Roth is the only account that is up, taxable, and my rollover account did drop a little bit, but hey, again, I overall I have faith in the market, and these temporary drops are gonna, they're just gonna, that's just it. They're gonna be temporary. And then I would say something I want to show. So here, I don't know if this is anyone else's experience. If anyone else watches this and you're on Blossom, do you find that your Blossom, I feel like Blossom has issues with updating my portfolio on here? Like earlier this week, I had to unlink from my Fidelity account and then relink it because it suddenly, as you can see here, 14 stocks, it suddenly said I only owned 2 stocks. And the 2 stocks it said I owned were only SCHD and then CMS Energy. And I'm wondering, like, what happened there on your end, Blossom? And then it doesn't seem to really, it seems wishy-washy on keeping track of my trades. There was a period where I had bought some Amazon and it didn't update at all. So that also is what caused me to have to unlink my account and then relink it so it could update those trades that I'm making. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's because I'm not a pro member. Maybe if I was a pro member, they would give me priority in making sure my stuff's up to date. Who knows? Again, I really only have this social media account set up just for another way of me showing my receipts. I mean, anyone, I don't know why you would, but anyone could go through the effort of I mean, they might have to be a little bit crazy, but they could go through the effort to fake some numbers on a spreadsheet if they wanted to. I mean, I'm not, because these three tabs show all the transactions that are occurring. So when I trade, dividends, reinvestments, etc., I have it all go into this full history sheet, which then feeds these tables, feeds this table. So again, if someone were to fake these if someone really were to go through the effort of faking these numbers on the spreadsheet, they would have to be a different level of psychotic, I think, and liar. Um, but yeah, for now, I mean, again, I don't. Mostly my Blossom is just for, again, another way to show receipts. I've been meaning to post a question to the community because, again, well, let me show here. Considering how in the green I am for Google and NVDA, I've wondered, maybe I should take out, not my whole investment, but just take out the extra that I'm up on and put that into a new stock. But then I've also, again, I don't think Google's going anywhere, and I don't necessarily want to sell. I don't necessarily want to sell any of my Google. Same thing with NVIDIA. I don't really want to sell because, again, I'm long in them. So they're just going to keep going up. Well, the idea is that they're going to keep going up and up and up. So why sell? Why not just keep those gains in there and let that compound even more? I don't know. But the stock that I've thought about going into is, and I've mentioned it before, is Plexus Corp. They're in the electronic manufacturing service. What is it? Electronics manufacturing services. They create devices in medical industry, industrial, aerospace and defense, computing and communications. They're headquartered here in the US, but they have manufacturing centers in other countries, which is kind of nice for, they can make the certain devices in other countries and ship them quicker and potentially at a slightly cheaper cost. They've had some insider trading. Some of the key officials have been selling, but I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. It would be a bad thing if the company was in dire straits, maybe, but I don't think this company is. Get out of there. What was the one? There was a result. It was their debt to equity ratio on here. What was it? Is it further down here? No, it might be further up. They had like a 0.6 debt to equity ratio. Here we go. Yeah, debt to equity ratio. Oh, it's of 6%. Their price to earnings is 30, beta of less than 1. 1 year low is 103, and their 1 year high is 211. So I'm thinking, let's see, over the last week, I think the highest they got, I think they got slightly above 200, like 205, but now, at least at the end of Friday, they were down to like 195 or something. And I mean, it's always potential they could go down more, but from some of the research I've done, they're doing well with their business. They're getting more contracts. They have basically more future money that's going to be coming in. So I don't think the price they're at right now is a bad price for me to buy in. So I'm very much considering that they are uh, that they're the stock that I buy this coming week when I get paid. So yeah. Um, let's see. Anything else portfolio value wise I wanted to go over? I mean, overall, I almost hit 1,800 in monthly purchases. Feel very blessed to be able to do that. I think I'll do close to that. Well, I'll probably even slightly exceed that for this coming month, the month of March, because I'll get my SCHD payment, and that's going to be quite a bit. It's going to be at least $350, probably more than likely more than that, considering my trailing 12-month dividend payments from SCHD is a little bit over 1,500, so it's probably going to be more than it's probably going to be around 380, maybe a little bit more. Um, and I am calculating those. I'm that the dividend reinvestments are a part of these monthly purchases and year-to-date purchases, so that will probably actually bump me up quite a fair bit. Um, Assuming again that I invest as much as I did for February, I do that same thing for March, which was $1,600 myself. So we'll just see. Anyways, hopefully your investing journey is going well. Talk to you later.